Hi, I'm Nada with Smoking Cigar Girl, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Colibri Slice Cutter. Something I like about this cutter right off the bat is the packaging. It's very simple but elegant. If it's something you want to give to someone as a gift, it's just something that's really nice to receive. Very well thought out. The box that the cutter comes in has a magnetic flap lid, so if you want to store the cigar or the cutter in the box while you're not using it, keeps the cutter nice and safe even if the box takes a tumble. The cutter itself has a beautiful pattern on it. It's a very smooth finish, so you don't feel it, but it's something that's nice to take out of your pocket at a cigar bar. It just looks very sophisticated. The casing of the cutter is made of stainless steel and has a high lacquer finish. The cutter also has some rubber grips on the side to help hold the cutter while you're opening it up or cutting your cigar. Makes it less likely to drop it. The cutter opens via a simple mechanism that's common to most cutters these days. Just press down on the button. And something I like about this cutter is that, I haven't found it to stick at all yet, and the blades open very smoothly and close very smoothly as well. Something that's personally difficult for me about this style of cutter is just I find my finger gets in the way when I go to open it, so I've got to just make sure it's out of the way so I get that nice smooth open, but that could just be me. This cigar cuts up to a 64 ring gauge, which is nice, especially since the trend is apparently for bigger ring gauge cigars these days. But if you like something smaller like a Corona or Lancero or Robusto, this will take care of that too, obviously. I unfortunately do not have a 64 ring gauge cigar to show this cutter on, but I do have a 60 ring gauge cigar. So open up the blades, and you can do this one of several ways. If you want to just visually estimate how much you want to cut off the cigar, and really you just don't want to slice off more than the bare minimum to get the cap off, you can do that. Or if you prefer to be on the safe side, you can place the cigar down on, or the cutter down on the table, place the cigar into the hole, and just cut. So looking at the cut that the cutter made, it's a little bit uneven. You can tell that the side here is raised a little bit more than the side over here, but there's not a lot of loose tobacco on there that could get in your mouth while you're trying to smoke a cigar. It made a fairly clean cut. The blades are nice and sharp, so that's a well worth it cutter right there. And I've got a 50 ring gauge to try out here, and we'll cut it using the old-fashioned method rather than putting it on the table. And it's had the same issue, a little bit uneven, but again, nothing is going to affect the smoking of the cigar. It didn't rip the wrapper at all. It made a nice smooth cut. So there you have it. It's the Colibri Slice Cutter, up to 64 ring gauge, and overall just very easy to use, and I hope you get to enjoy this cutter.